F him, y'all. It looked like Benny spit this boy out. Tiny, you got some explaining to do.
Stop talking to me. This ain't your restaurant. This ain't your restaurant. Everything you make, I can pull out my pocket right now. I ain't tripping on you. I ain't tripping. Get the hell out of my face. I'm not talking to you. I'm not talking to you.
Y'all, the rumors are starting with T.I. It's coming out.
King Harris has been dominating headlines lately in ways nobody expected, and the drama seems to intensify with each passing day. Recently, whispers began circulating that T.I might not even be King's biological father, a rumor that erupted right after the father and son clashed publicly at an Atlanta Falcons game. The idea of one of hip-hop's most famous families being pulled into fights, live streams, and shocking revelations captured everyone's attention. That day felt like a scene straight out of someone's life story. I remember having to rush to my grandma's house, the chaos unfolding on my phone. King, already notorious for his fiery temper, was caught on Instagram Live arguing with a man in the stands. But rather than de-escalating, he kept shouting, "I stand on business," as if trying to prove something to the world. T.I, however, wasn't having any of it. The rapper stepped in, scolding his son for embarrassing the family by acting overly tough in public. What started as a verbal confrontation quickly escalated, so much so that T.I ended up putting King in a headlock right in front of the crowd. It was a harsh reminder of who runs the household, but it left everyone watching in shock. Hours after the Atlanta Falcons incident, King Harris took to Instagram, doubling down on his anger. He fired off posts like, "I don't care who you are. I'm a grown man now. If I was a mistake, say that." The intensity of his words left fans divided. Was this just a privileged celebrity kid acting out? Or was there something?
I would say what hurt me would be like, I'm honestly like my mom being like with Tip all the time.
Damn.
Like,
Timestamp that.
not
I
times
got
that. I feel
you.
like even now and today, like that's how it is. Like they're
Mm.
just tied to the hip. But now I'm grown, so it's like I can't really. But it's like they'd rather go places with each other. So anytime he gotta go, she gotta go.
Deeper fueling the tension. This wasn't King's first brush with controversy. Many still recall when he publicly disrespected Waffle House employees, speaking down to them as if he were untouchable simply because his father is T.I. Shockingly, T.I came to his son's defense rather than holding him accountable, a move that only reinforced the narrative of King as entitled and untamed. Some of the chaos ties back to their reality TV life. King often had to juggle normal childhood routines with sudden filming demands. We'd be at my grandma's and then they'd say, "Hey, we're shooting today. Come get yourself ready," he once explained, highlighting the blurred lines between everyday life and showbiz pressures. Controversy followed him, beyond the cameras. One incident involved a homeless man, where King reportedly offered $50 if the man could eat a banned chip without water for 5 minutes. The man clearly struggled, yet King laughed it off as entertainment. Fans criticized him heavily, but he refused to apologize, seemingly unbothered by public backlash. Now, after the Falcons' meltdown, King has made serious accusations against T.I, claiming abandonment and even abuse during his upbringing. Many fans dismissed the claims as clout chasing, pointing out that King grew up in a millionaire household behind gated walls, a far cry from the struggles he described. Receipts eventually surfaced, showing that King Harris spent the majority of his childhood living with his grandmother in the neighborhood. Despite his parents' wealth, this revelation caught fans off guard. King wasn't just another kid in the hood. He was pampered with material comforts, but he still didn't grow up under T.I.'s roof. In interviews, King admitted that he mostly saw his father when it was time to film their reality show, Family Hustle. Once the cameras stopped rolling, he returned to his grandmother's house, living a life far removed from the fame and luxury of his parents. King wasn't alone in this experience. Reports indicate that none of T.I.'s children lived with him full-time. They were mostly around for the sake of the show. Even Zanique, Tiny's daughter, revealed she spent most of her childhood with her grandmother while T.I and Tiny traveled and enjoyed their lives. This reality led fans to criticize T.I, accusing him of neglecting his kids behind the polished image of a picture-perfect family on TV. Then came the bombshell rumors. King allegedly confided to friends that T.I might not be his biological father. According to whispers online, this could explain why King reacts so strongly to his father's displays of love. Public affection feels forced when their off-camera bond is so distant. The speculation intensifies.
This ain't your restaurant. This ain't your restaurant. Everything you make, I can pull out my pocket right now. I ain't tripping on you. I ain't tripping. Get the hell out of my face. I'm not talking to you. I'm not talking to you. Who the hell is he? What's your name? My name King. You know it and your mama know it. Tell your mama Happy Mother's Day. Tell your mama Happy Mother's Day.
When photos of a man named B. Anthony surfaced, showing a striking resemblance to King. Social media erupted with side-by-side comparisons and captions questioning whether T.I was really King's dad. Tiny has never publicly addressed the rumors, leaving the speculation unchecked. This backdrop sheds new light on King's public behavior. From disrespecting Waffle House employees to staging the controversial chip challenge with a homeless man, his actions appear reckless, attention-seeking, and often cruel. Critics argue he acts out to trend online and boost his rap career, but others suggest his behavior stems from deeper emotional pain, growing up without a consistent father figure and constantly trying to assert himself. When King yells, "I stand on business," it reads as both a defense mechanism and a desperate bid for respect, not just from strangers, but from his own father. The Falcons game incident perfectly captured this tension. King's public shouting, T.I.'s intervention, and the headlock that went viral were more than a father disciplining a son. They were a microcosm of a broken, complicated relationship. To outsiders, it was a shocking spectacle. To King, it felt humiliating. His subsequent Instagram rant, declaring he feels like a mistake, revealed the depth of his frustration, acknowledged only for the cameras, not out of genuine love. This pattern isn't limited to King. Zanique's remarks about living with her grandmother hint at a broader family dynamic, parents building an empire while their children navigate childhood without consistent guidance. Fans who grew up watching Family Hustle are now realizing the on-screen image was more smoke and mirrors than reality. T.I.'s inconsistent approach doesn't help matters. Sometimes he defends King, as with the Waffle House incident. Other times, he disciplines him publicly, as at the Falcons game. Add in the swirling paternity rumors, and every interaction, hug, reprimand, or argument is scrutinized for authenticity. When T.I. shows affection, critics call it fake. When King lashes out, they claim he's exposing hidden truths. This cycle of mistrust continues to play out online, leaving fans divided and captivated by the unfolding family drama. King Harris's rap career has been overshadowed by family drama that refuses to die down. Instead of being judged for his music, people scrutinize whether he's truly from the streets, if he's entitled, and even whether his father is really T.I. The skepticism surrounding him has shaped his public image before his artistry has a chance to breathe. Growing up with celebrity parents comes with a heavy price. No matter what you do, the world has already written your story. For King, that story is tangled with rumors of betrayal, absent parenting, and questions of identity, a lot for a young artist trying to carve out his own lane. The pressing question is, where does King go from here? His story has evolved beyond family drama into a case study of what happens when fame, money, and broken bonds collide. On paper, he had everything: T.I, a legendary rapper, Tiny, a successful singer, and a family name recognized across pop culture. But reality was more complicated. Shuttling between the hood with his grandmother and the spotlight of his parents, fame left King grappling with an identity crisis. One moment, he flaunts life as a rapper's son. The next, he tries to prove he's a product of struggle. The contradiction confuses fans, but it also sheds light on why he lashes out so publicly. He's attempting to craft a narrative that feels authentic to him. Then there's the rumor that shakes everything: T.I might not be King's biological father. True or not, it colors every interaction: the hugs, the arguments, even his Instagram rants. If King truly feels disconnected from his dad, his rebellious behavior starts to make sense. Feeling neglected behind the cameras while the world sees T.I. as his father could easily fuel the anger we've witnessed. The viral comparisons between King and B. Anthony only stoked the speculation, giving fans proof to debate endlessly online. King's public antics, disrespecting workers, orchestrating cruel stunts, lashing out online, don't help. Critics argue he's chasing clout. Supporters suggest he's expressing the pain of growing up without a stable father figure. His repeated cries, like "I stand on business," read less as bravado and more as a shield, a way to demand respect from the world and, more importantly, from T.I. The Falcons game headlock incident made this tension painfully clear. What looked like public discipline was, for King, a moment of humiliation that triggered his explosive Instagram outburst. It's not just King who's affected. Other children, like Zanique, reveal a pattern of growing up mostly with grandparents while T.I. and Tiny traveled. Fans are realizing that the perfect family image on Family Hustle was more curated than real. T.I.'s inconsistent approach, sometimes defending King, sometimes disciplining him publicly, adds fuel to the fire. Every action, filtered through rumors and online speculation, is scrutinized, making their bond appear fractured and performative. The upside? Controversy can be a catalyst. Artists have turned personal pain into art that resonates deeply with audiences. If King channels his story, the absent parenting, the public scrutiny, the struggle for respect, into his music, he could carve out a unique voice in the industry. Authenticity is currency in today's culture, and King has a raw, real story to tell. But if he continues reckless behavior purely for attention, his image could collapse before his music is fully heard. Right now, King stands at a crossroads. He can remain a scandal-driven celebrity kid, or he can rise above the chaos and earn respect for his talent. T.I. has a role to play too. If he wants to repair their relationship, he must step up behind the cameras. Headlocks and public discipline won't heal wounds. What King seems to crave is consistent presence, love, and guidance. Bloodline is only part of the equation. Presence, respect, and trust define a father-son bond. Until that happens, the drama will continue, and the world will keep watching. Fans are captivated because this story is raw, unpredictable, and layered with secrets. The Harris family's picture-perfect image has cracked, revealing the complexity underneath. King Harris's future, whether as a respected artist or a cautionary tale, depends on the choices he makes next. One thing is clear, the story of King Harris, T.I., and their family drama is far from over.